Star Wars Jedi Survival, ladies and gentlemen. It is here. The sequel to Jedi Fallen Order, which I really enjoyed, by the way. I played that before I had this YouTube channel, believe it or not. And the sequel looks like it's so much fun. I am extremely hyped to play, especially to play in the new planets like Coruscant. You actually get to play in Coruscant, my guy? And I'm also curious to see who the survivor is, this guy right here. Just chilling on the back of the tank, soaking up some juices. Wait a minute, wait, that didn't sound right. Also, who could forget the gang from the first game? It'll be so nice to see them like BD1s.
Boy, you look like a...
Seer. We got the Greasinator. And last but not least, Marin. And also, they did the homie Grease dirty in the intro cutscene. I mean, like, this man got like 4 seconds of screen time. They did this man like Mike Wazowski over here.
Where am I?
Get your lasers off my land!
So anyway, with all that being said, let's just jump straight into this game. This looks like it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. Let's get it! So right out the gate, the game looks phenomenal. We're actually playing Jedi Survivor right now, but your attention is quickly taken away from that when you realize that Cal's getting hemmed up, probably for selling death sticks or something, and he's getting privately escorted to this guy, Senator Sajan. I hope that's how you pronounce that, because you know, he's a Jedi. This guy gets arrested for some reason. Dude, just do what they say, bro. Dude, just do what they say. You're gonna get tased, bro. Just do what they say! Please! Oh, shoot. Go, bro! Oh, dang. Oh man. And the guards that are escorting Cal do a football-style handoff to this building. Oh. Let's just say this droid doesn't take too kindly to prisoners.
I'm joking! Stop! 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 After
that droid drags Cal some distance, he's greeted by Senator Sajan. I don't know. We're probably just gonna swap it. Who gives him some kind of lecture about Jedi or something and felt it was necessary to grab Cal's lightsaber. For some reason, and just holds it.
Listen, I have rights and I demand to see my lawyer before you press that small button on the side firmly.
Or maybe I'll just use...
It turns out that Cal was doing big brain moves here because this stuff was all coordinated and whatnot. Because you got BD1 out here placing an EMP on the senator's ship. I'm not even going to say his name anymore. And breaks Cal out of his cuffs. Then this guy gets scared, runs away, and sends some guys to fight Cal. But don't worry, this is when you get to use the lightsaber, bro. Woo! Oh, shoot. And the Force. And I'm just going to let this clip right here speak for itself on how much I enjoyed playing with the lightsaber and the Force. Woo! Ow! Come on, son! What's going with it? Oh, he's gone! Yeah, it's definitely going to be fun hitting home runs on the regular. Oh yeah, and BD1 sets off the EMP that I was talking about, by the way.
Now he comes to us. He's coming a little high. Oh, really high! Hold on!
I don't know why Cal thought taking away the ship's power was going to help it land softly, but you know what? We're just going to keep it rolling. What, do you think he was just going to land softly? So Coruscant in a nutshell. So basically here on Coruscant, they do the classic introduction to the mechanics of the game. Wall running, zip lining apparently, switching stances, ceiling climbing, the skill tree, slowing down time, my guy. Being aided in combat by a companion, in this case Bode. Then they get you warmed up by fighting some enemies, teaching you new force powers like the Jedi mind trick. You can mind trick? You will get me some eggs from the store. And all of this as you make your way back to the senator's ship to get some classified information that he has on there. And once you're there, wait a minute. Who is this? I'm not sure who that is. Who is that? My boys, that's a nice sister. Be back for round 2. But no surprise, he gets separated. What, you thought it was gonna be easy? But soon after you guys reunite and face off once again, just take a look at this. I'm fighting for my life. Yo, for it. You will stop fighting me. That's not even fair. I'm going right through her.
Come on! Come on!
Hey!
Impressive! But you're hurting bad inside, Kestis. I can see.
And eventually you do defeat her.
Wipe yourself off, man. You dead.
Then you hightail it out of there with a new dual-wield stance that is so cool.
Target spotted. It's your turn. Get up. Yep.
Oh, this has been a great first date and all, but
What? What did you say?
Then you get back to the Mantis. There is no crew, but Cal does reflect on some memories of him in the gang.
I will return to Dathomir. You were not invited.
You gonna eat after her, bro? Talk about unsanitary as heck. Better wash your mouth and brush your teeth. Also on the Mantis is a workbench where you can customize your lightsaber and pick custom materials and polish types to cater to your own style and make it more worn out and old or brand new. And of course I made it gold. Come on now. We ballin' out here. And you get to pick your own lightsaber color. And you can come back at any time to change it at your own will if you just feel like being a different kind of Jedi at some point. And on the topic of customization, you also have a vast amount of customization options for Cal and BD1, and you can find extra clothes or hairstyles for Cal and different materials for BD1 throughout the maps that you play. And one of the best parts, of course, is the mullets and the soul patch.
So bad.
Anyway, on your way to Kobo, you pass by this strange-looking void in space known as the Abyss, but it's probably nothing. And after that, you crash land on Kobo and need Grease's help to fix the Mantis. So, with all that being said, off to find Grease. Here they introduce you to the mechanic of using BD1 as a pair of binoculars to place beacons on the holo map to help guide you to something you see off in the distance so you know where you're going. And I honestly love the realism that they introduce in this game with allowing you to use your lightsaber to illuminate darker areas of the map. And we happily see the return of comedic NPC banter.
I got it so easy. Guard the cliff, crush the locals, look at the scenery. Nobody's getting past me.
You're fired!
Jedi!
You're unfired. I need you. Come here. Pack your things. Get out of my building.
And I'm also very happy to report that there are indeed shortcuts in this game because there is a lot of traversal, and to die and potentially have to go all the way back is just infuriating. Now we've reached Rambler's Reach Outpost, and we get a great first impression as we are greeted by... Wait a minute. Is that... Lil Mosey? And we make our way to Pyloon Saloon, where Grease has been since the gang all went their separate ways, and hit...
Let him go.
Zeke the Freak?
And here you reunite with Grease and request his help with fixing the Mantis. And the part you need, a gyro module, is in the old smuggler tunnels underneath the saloon. Don't worry now. They were there when Grease bought the saloon. He's not turning to a life of crime. And when you retrieve it, the ground breaks underneath you and lands you into a place called the Collapsed Passage, where you find an old High Republic droid, and Cal uses his power to see a memory from it, in which he discovers that the droid, aka Z's, last mission was to deliver a tuner by this lady, Centauri Cree, to a forest array on Kobo that can help navigate the Abyss, which leads to a secret planet known as Tanalorr, which holds a Jedi temple, which Cree wanted to use as a safe haven for the Jedi since the Empire wouldn't know how to reach that planet, and Z's plan didn't go so well and was stranded underground for hundreds of years.
Been trapped for... How long has it been?
I'm Cal. This is B.
You've been in this game for 20 years.
That's probably not how I would have done it.
And Z requests you to fulfill her mission to get the tuner to the forest array, since she is not in the best shape to do it. But it is no easy task since this forest has wampas! Forest wampas to be exact. I mean, hey, they do look kind of friendly. I mean, it looks like they just want... Also, during your trek to the array, you learn the ability to tame the Neko species, which helps you traverse around the map much faster, as well as using these things to fly across little valleys.
Now this is more my speed.
And in the array, you find this guy from the trailer, Dagan Gera, who you find out discovered Tanalorr and worked closely with Cree. And you see that Tanalorr was under attack, which doesn't make sense to me, because I'm pretty sure you needed a special compass, but Okay. And you free him from the Bacta tank, and he explains that the Jedi Order decided to abandon Tanalorr and not fight back when under attack, which makes Dagon mad because he felt betrayed. And literally within 2 minutes of being free, this guy turns that saber red and we get to fighting because this dude's gotta go. And this dude literally kind of holds his own against Cal, and he's literally fighting with one arm and makes up for the other arm with the Force. And during the fight, he gets rescued by Revis and flies away. After this, you invite Grease to join you on the Mantis as you fly to Jeddah to meet Seer, since she leads a group called the Hidden Path, which is a safe passage for remaining Jedi, and also a hub for what is left of the Jedi Archives as they are rebuilding. And on your way to meet her, you traverse through the sandy desert where most things are pretty much out to get you.
Let's stay off the sand, buddy. Don't want to end up a snack.
And you get swarmed by stormtroopers, and when you're nearly overwhelmed, yes, despite the jokes, it is nice to see another familiar face from the original game. And with Marin, you make your way to Seer. But the whole time with her, I saw her teleporting the entire time, and I couldn't help but think, why in the world is she not just teleporting us to Seer? She literally knows where she is and could get us there in seconds.
That's right.
I kept thinking, oh, please go down, please go down. Okay, just gotta be cool. Think of something. Baseball, yeah, think of baseball, yeah. First base, second.
And at the Hidden Path, you meet Eno Cordova and Seer, who have been working side by side for quite some time now. And on top of all this, you learn a new saber stance, which is so cool to use, especially just to keep swapping back and forth. So you head to the Shattered Moon to research Tanalorr, which is this refinery sort of place, and basically you are here to receive a High Republic compass that will help you navigate the Kobo Abyss. Oh, and this boss fight happened. Which rewards you with Kylo Ren's wait a minute. I mean a crossguard lightsaber, which is a heavy hitter that deals more damage and gives me some crazy For Honor vibes. And the best part is that it comes with a drop kick. Also, that compass that you picked up earlier has a connection with Dagon, and you can see that from a past memory that Cal is able to see from touching it. So the gang decides to head back to Kobo to a retreat that Dagon has to get more clues. So off to Kobo they go.
Back together.
What about you, Grease?
If you're implying that I came to Kobo and broke a Ladero, you are way off, mister. I just needed a break from you all. Time to land. Get up here.
The research that Cordova had points to the hideout being at an abandoned settlement off the east side of the valley. So Cal makes his way to the... This woman is named Kajai. Something. And she is a bounty hunter. With this interaction, she offers Cal to be a bounty hunter and go capture people in exchange for...
I'll think it over.
Credits, of course, yes. And this opens the door to bounty hunter missions that you can do in your free time. And this encounter is also followed by a time-consuming series of puzzles that were honestly so frustrating, I almost had to pull up a tutorial on YouTube.
I think we need to get that orb out of there, BD.
And now we're at the hideout where Cal finds another one of those strange devices that has a memory of Dagon, eliminating Jedi for destroying it and keeping it from him. And when you bring it back to Cordova to repair it, an anchorite tells the gang that the Empire sent an excavation team to the Pilgrim Sanctuary, where there is a safe house a friend of theirs named Armias is staying with, along with communication codes to the Hidden Path, which could be very dangerous if it falls into the Empire's hands. And Marin, knowing the ruins, volunteers to go, and Cal, no surprise, decides to go with her. Cal, we see what you're doing there, Cal. He's trying to get some alone time.
Boat,
You know what? I think I should stay here, make myself useful.
You know good and well you didn't want Bo to come with, my man. This dude did the obligatory ask, but he's probably thinking to himself, please say you're all good. Please don't accept to come. So basically here, you make your way to Pilgrim Sanctuary. You got Cal's new workout routine, calisthenics. Marin also continues to teleport, and lots of wind tunnels.
What?
Plus this Jedi attire, which is so cool I decided to wear it for the rest of the game. And during this trek, Cal gets sucked into a wind vortex, which I guess is the best time for him to have a flashback as he just gets flung around and remembers a conversation between him and Seer that has nothing to do with air dashing, but reminds him that he has the ability to air dash. I guess the part when she said,
You'll pull through.
Push through.
had him like, oh yeah, that reminds me of that one time Jarl T'Pol taught me how to air dash. And the air dash ability grants you with the ability to jump larger gaps and allows you to go through these green laser walls. Meanwhile, puzzles, corridors, swimming, and one of these things that looks like it came straight from Camino. And you meet Armaius and get the communication codes. And he's dead. Now you just gotta get the heck up out of there.
This is insane! There's a
What?
We stand together.
And oh no, you guys you guys have hit a dead end. Oh boy, what are you gonna do? What in the world is you doing right now?
Do you trust me?
Of course. What are you up to?
Oh, what the?
Yes.
Let's go, baby! Let's go, Cal! Finally, you did it! And ladies and gentlemen, that's how I would have reacted had it not been spoiled by a YouTube video thumbnail. And check this out, now we finally start teleporting! That's what you should have done like 2 hours ago! And Cal goes for a wild ride, and Cal and Marin join forces to defeat the robotic squid and get the communication codes back to Cordova, and learn that centuries ago the Republic established a colony on Kobo to study a stellar anomaly known as the Abyss, and Centauri Kree led the research team. That Z with the oh wait, that was the wrong line. That was the wrong line. Guys, I'm not plagiarizing, seriously.
Over it.
Holy fish paste!
Also, Marin decides to join you guys once again, and Grease is absolutely ecstatic.
Wait, what? Marin's joining us?
So now you're back on Kobo, and uh-oh. Where's Z?
She's been droid napped!
So apparently Raiders led by Dagon have droid napped Z to get something out of her memory bank, so Cal and Bode have to save her.
Wait a minute, let me talk to you.
Here at this dome, you have to navigate your way through to rescue Z, fighting guards with thankfully little to no puzzles. And you learn a new force ability, which is the power to force lift and force slam. Which leaves me thinking that Cal must have been pretty early in his Jedi training when the purge happened, because this is just basic lifting. I mean, you got a ton of parkour here as well. All the while, Cal and Bode get to have a conversation about whatever is on their minds.
So Marin decided to come after all.
Yeah, she thinks Tanalorr could really help the path.
All right. But you do seem happier now that she's around. You must be happy that Marin joined the crew?
Yeah.
You know she didn't just join to find Tanalorr, right?
Don't know what you're talking about.
If you see a future with Marin, embrace it.
All right already!
If you're trying to see if she's available, the answer is no. There's more splitting up, which leaves you to... Oh my god.
I don't work like that no more. You are the old one.
Well, thankfully you lose Rapus pretty quickly and overhear him and Dagon talking.
All those years of incarceration dull your edge.
Sharp enough to see the Jedi might be your equal.
Say it again and I'll cut out your tongue.
It'll grow back.
It grows back.
Then when you save Z, you are greeted by Dagon, and again you fight him.
You got hard, kid. Where you from?
After that, Bode finally comes in, and I'm pretty sure this guy was just chilling, waiting till it was all over. Also,
They fly now!
and earlier you overheard Dagon sending Ravis to the Forest Moon to check out another array for a compass. So Cal is now gonna head all over there and intercept. And in a quick nutshell for you, you go to the Shattered Moon and learn that Kree was obviously not agreeing with Dagon's ways, so she cuts off his arm and put him in the Bacta tank to keep him away from everybody. And you get this upgraded ascension cable, so now you can grapple to these balloon things and get some good distance and unlock new areas. And also, Ravis was the hardest boss fight in the whole game for me. He has almost no pattern, so much range, and an immense amount of unblockables. Are you kidding me? Then you head back to Kobo and go through the Fogged Expanse, kill some Wampa, and you infiltrate an Imperial post where you face the most brutal, the most deadly, the scariest boss fight in the entire game.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You travel across the summit ridge to this flying base that looks strangely like Bespin to confront Dagon. That guy was light work. And we got the compass, so you know what that means. We're going to the big one, the one and only.
Rhymes with Mandalore.
I don't follow. So you bring the compass to Cordova and... What the heck, man? This dude was a lightsaber wielding not so Jedi the entire time? And he is called the Empire here? What the heck, man? So of course you chase him and fight him, but Kel loses unfortunately. And here you get to play as Seer. This was actually a lot of fun because she has this ability which basically incinerates any people in the entire area. And as her, you try to salvage what is left of the Jedi archives before the whole base burns down. And... Holy smokes, it's Vader again! And he's here to destroy the archive.
Wipe yourself off, man. You did.
And unfortunately, Seer doesn't make it, and Cal goes on a revenge mission to retrieve the compass and eliminate Bode. And you finally go to a new planet, or a rock, I should say. They called Nova Garone, I don't know if that's how you say it, where Cal meets Denvik, the guy behind putting Bode with the gang and infiltrating them, and reveals that Bode called the Empire in hopes that he would trace it back to Denvik and eliminate him, but that did not work. And Cal whips up a plan to sneak inside Bode's quarters by putting on some dude's outfit, and managed to do a pretty good job hiding that lightsaber on his eye that somehow wasn't in the last shot. And they are face to face, and Bode says that the only reason why he does what he does is because he used to be a Jedi, and when caught by the Empire, he told Denvik that he would work for him in exchange for survival. And he has a daughter named Kata. Then he flips a table for some reason in an attempt to escape. In here, they try to force you to turn that lightsaber red and use the other side. But I glitched the game so we could keep the light side only because we don't mess around with that other stuff. And you escape the planet, sparing Denvik, and see an old transmission on the holotable with Kree stating that there is an alternate route to get to Tanalorr other than the compasses by aligning the arrays on Kobo. And long story short, you align the arrays with Z's help and get through the abyss to make it to Tanalorr. Oh, and Grease is still screaming for some reason. And they throw in a little kiss with Cal and Marin just to remind the audience that they are indeed a thing. And honestly, I don't understand how a planet that sustains life even exists out here. By the way, where is the sun coming from? This place is in the middle of an abyss. And here, Cal and Marin do the final showdown against Bode. And this dude was such light work, honestly. Although I had the game on easy mode, this guy was still light work. And here, they try to make you turn your lightsaber red again, but I said, oh heck no, and glitched it by skipping the cutscene, which helped it stay green. And Cal finishes off Bode, and they have a proper funeral for Cordova and Seer. And Bode for some reason. And Cal and Marin essentially adopt Bode's daughter, Kata, and Grease still wants to build a bar. He offers to make food.
I'll make you something to eat.
And yeah, that's Jedi Survivor. And yeah, guys, thank you all for checking out this video. I really enjoyed playing this game. Feel free to leave a comment. Also, I don't really know if these videos are the kind of videos that should be called reviews or not. I mean, they're more of like summary videos, but I guess to some degree, they're like story reviews, I guess. I don't know. I'm just talking about the game. But yeah, feel free to leave a comment on what you thought. And yeah, this game was a lot of fun to play. It was great to see the gang back from the first one. Game had some cool things about it that were really fun to play. Yeah, it was definitely... It was fun. It was definitely an amazing sequel, and I really do hope that they make a trilogy out of this game. I really enjoyed the map, the variety in enemies this time around. The character customization was definitely a step up from the last game. Amazing soundtrack, and the combat, it felt so fluid, and the force, bro, I'm telling you, man. Thank you all for checking out this video. You all have a blessed day, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.
That's great. Come on. I'll bet you're hungry. I'll make you something to eat.